Well, hello there, my friend. Jonathan Doyle with you once again. I am pleased you are here. Welcome aboard to today's message. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go and hit those links under here. There's a whole bunch of good stuff there. You can get my social feeds. You can find out how to book me to speak at conferences, schools, businesses, events. It is all there, so go check it out. Today, I want to share with you a very simple message. I posted this on Instagram during the week and it seemed very popular with people. It's something I've been saying to people for years that has some very deep roots, and it's simply this. You are not just a human being, you are a human becoming. You're not just a human being, you're a human becoming. There is within you, my friend, the most extraordinary potential. I don't care how old you are, how young you are, what you have been through, whether life has tried to crush you into the dirt, that potential lies within you. God does not make mistakes. The day that you were created, He wasn't out of the office. He created you perfectly with intention to do something extraordinary and wonderful and magnificent with the unique set of gifts and talents that you have. Now, you may have forgotten that. You may be watching this thinking, yeah, Jonathan, rah, you're telling me I can do anything. I am not telling you that you can do anything, because you can't do anything. I think basketball is a really fascinating game. I'm never playing in the NBA, friends. I can set a goal, I can have an intention, I can pray, I can practice. I can't do everything. I'm not playing in the NBA. There's an enormous number of things in this life that I will never do, but there are some things that I can do. For example, speaking on stage, creating content, coaching people, helping people is something that I do. So this potentiality has always existed within me. Often on stage, I tell the story of when I was like 5 years of age. I used to make my family sit down and I would get socks and I would do sock puppet shows for them. And they had to sit there on the couch and they had to look like they were enjoying it. So right from the age of 5, that sort of potential was there. So you and I are different, right, in some sense, because we've got different gifts and potential. But what makes us the same is the possibility that we can develop and hone our potential to do really cool things in the world. So what shapes us into human becoming? What's the essence of this potential and how do we actualize it? That's the technical term. How do we actualize what we could be into the world? Well, it comes down to one word, and that word is decision. You see, if you sit on a couch and literally do nothing, right? Let's just say, for example, you're sitting there and you never do anything. You eat, you watch Netflix, then whatever potential's in you is never obviously going to see the light of day. Potential is actualized via decision. So the decisions that we make on a daily basis will shape and direct that incredible potential that is within us, that's within you. So what I want you to think about is the decisions that you're currently making in life related to your potential. What's your skill set? Everyone watching this has some unique skills, attributes, talents, abilities, and if you're watching this thinking you don't have them, you do, and you know you do. And one of the ways you can figure them out is just ask yourself, what have people always told you that you're naturally good at? Are you caring? Are you a great speaker? Are you a good coach? Are you a great cook? Are you a good administrator? Those things will always have been there. Ever since you were young, people will have noticed and recognized that you were good at some specific things. Now, the pain of life, the sufferings and setbacks and rejections and hurtful comments may have buried that, but I don't care if it's buried it for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. It doesn't change the fact that it's still there. And all you have is today. And then if you wake up tomorrow, you get another today. So the magic in life comes from the decisions you make today. What you eat, what you read, what you watch, what you say, the choices you make to do things, to be a part of things with a good, positive growth mindset, rather than just sitting back passively accepting the same thing over and over again. Einstein didn't become Einstein through passivity. Mozart, Joan of Arc, all the greatest men and women in history became who they became through decision. Mother Teresa, made decisions to be in India. She grew up in Central Europe. She made decisions to focus on particular things. She made decisions to listen to those inner promptings. And each of those decisions cumulatively create a reality that can really transform the world. So we're not just human beings, we're human becoming. So can I ask you today, what decisions are within your power? For example, I'm recording this in the studio. I got a lot of kids' sport to get to later today. Lots of it. It was -9 here earlier in the week. And the weather is truly terrible here at the moment. So the thought of spending 9 hours today on the sidelines of children's sport, but what I do get to choose is the attitude that I bring. So my decision point will be around the positivity, the lack of complaining. See, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to try and be as positive and as affirming as possible because I love my kids. I'm not doing it as a chore. I love my kids. My point is that these are the decisions that are open to me today. Just decisions about the mindset and attitude that I bring. And those decisions and mindsets will change me in some tiny sense. They will either move me closer to being a better father, husband, or they'll move me further away. So I'm not just a human being. Today, your humble host here is a human becoming. And I'm going to become someone through the process of this day, through the choices and decisions that I make. And your life is no different. The only difference is your decisions will be different. And the environment in which you actualize and exercise those decisions will be different. So I want you to think very deeply today about your decision point. What you eat, where you go, what you read, what you think, how you talk, that's shaping your future. Literally. I mean, if I'm wrong, what else is? External forces? Yeah, external forces have some impact upon us, but nothing quite as powerful as the internal stuff, the internal beliefs, the internal drivers, the internal decisions. So get after it today, my friend. It's powerful stuff. All right, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go and check out all the links. Book me to speak live, conferences, events, corporate, schools. It's all under here. My name's Jonathan Doyle. You and I are going to talk again tomorrow.